St. Jerome Parish Church, also known as Morong Church, is a Roman Catholic church located in Morong Rizal in the Philippines. It was built under forced labor during the Spanish colonization in the country, where men, women, and even children had to dig stones from a hill called Kay Ngaya, lime from the stones of the mountain Kay Maputi, and sand and gravel from Morong River. The town of Morong traces its origins to the pioneering work of the Franciscan Juan de Plasencia and Diego de Oropesa. Both were responsible for starting most of the Lake Town mission in 1578. They constructed chapels or visitas attached to a bigger settlement to allow religious and civil administration. Later, this settlement was converted into Pueblo de Morong and was made the provincial capital of the Franciscan order at that time. Baras, Tanay, Pililla, Cardona, Binangonan, and Teresa were the visitas under Pueblo de Morong. Father Plasencia was well known for his mastery of Tagalog and is credited with compiling a dictionary of the vernacular and writing a draft of catechism, which is later used for composing the Doctrina Christiana, the first book printed in the Philippines. It was not until 1586 that Morong had a prior named Father Blas de la Madre de Dios assigned as first minister of the Pueblo. He constructed the wooden church on the south bank of the river, but was burned down together with a large part of the Pueblo in 1612. After 3 years, a new church was built of stone and mortar on elevated ground at the opposite bank of the river, which ensured its safety from floods and fires. It measured 42 varas long by 12 varas wide, had a single nave with semi-circular apse built under the direction of Chinese master craftsmen. The church, dedicated to Saint Jerome, was completed in 1620. The church had remained substantially unchanged until 1850 to 1853, when Father Maximo Rico commissioned Bartolome Palatino, a native of Paite, to renovate the facade and build a bell tower. The new Baroque facade, with a towering height of 20 varas, was completed on February 2, 1853, almost 3 years after its construction. The order of the Franciscan missionaries were first assigned in the Church of Morong. As a proof, the Franciscan coat of arms is seen on the main facade of the bell tower, the hands of Jesus, and Saint Francis of Assisi. Next were Columban missionaries. After the cry of Pugadlawin, on August 23, 1896, a civil guard stationed in Binangonan named Agustin Natividad escaped from his post and passed the mountain trails to reach Morong. He organized a camp with other Filipino civil guards and attacked Morong. The Spanish cazadores and other loyal civil guards retreated to the Gobierno Politico-Militar building, while the Katipuneros under Natividad sought refuge in Capitans Mariano's rice camarin. Due to lack of food and arms, they left with their families and attacked Morong Church and forced the enemies to retreat inside the convent and church. On June 1, 1898, fully armed soldiers from Cavite and a shipment of rifles and a cannon arrived to aid the Katipuneros who came from the different points of Distrito de Morong. The three principal revolutionary leaders at that time were Brigade Commander Miguel Aquino, Assessor Juan Sumulong, and Quintin Gonzales. Firing went on as the Spaniards took their stand in the church and convent. The Spaniards besieged the church and convent surrendered to the Katipuneros on August 19, 1898. The Morong Facade and Bell Tower is one of the most striking of all church facades along Laguna de Bay. Frequently photographed and described as Baroque, it was designed by Sibero Sacramento in 1853 and is more properly described as Baroque Revival architecture. The central portion of the facade surges outward, and the catenated balustrade above give the whole a dynamic feeling. Various decorative elements, some Mexican in origin, give the facade a richness characteristic of Baroque. Four angels, representing the cardinal virtues, stand at the corners of the bell tower. Father Felix Huerta, in writing in 1852, states that the facade had finials shaped as jars and shells used for illuminating it. It is said that it was built by Chinese craftsmen. As evidence, two Chinese lion sculptures, a male and a female, at the entrance of the steep driveway. One lion, said to be the female lion, was stolen between year 2000 and 2005. Local folklore said it has a hidden treasure inside, while the other lion, the male lion, is safeguarded at the St. Jerome School vicinity. The stone and mortar church, which has a 3-story facade, and an octagonal bell tower whose cross is illuminated at night and can be seen from the surrounding countryside. The bell tower of the church is used by local fishermen in the nearby towns as a lighthouse when fishing at night and during the storm. Its frontispiece and the belfry were renovated by Bartolome Palatino of Paite between year 1850 and 1853.